Hey, you. Welcome back. Go ahead and take a moment to get settled in. And then bring awareness to the breath. As you continue to open to the silence, continue to open your heart, I think you'll discover that it has quite a few loose ends to tie up. Maybe terrible things that have happened to us, and terrible things that we've done to others. Pains and traumas, feelings of remorse, shame, and guilt. Today, then, I thought we'd start watering this seed of forgiveness to help purify our hearts, to lighten our burdens, to create more space. So let's go ahead and open awareness to the body and body posture. Open to all the sensations in your jaw. Be aware of the jaw, from the jaw, as the jaw. And then allow awareness to slide down into your neck, opening to the space that holds your throat. And again, let it continue to slide down into your upper body, feeling into the alive spaciousness there. And now, see if you can find in this space your tender heart. Now, as you remain here in your heart space, bring to mind someone you've harmed in some way. And as you picture them, allow yourself to see and to feel the pain you've caused them. Open to that pain. Really connect with it. And now, imagine looking this person in the eyes as you hold their pain in your heart, and ask them for forgiveness. Acknowledge the harm you've caused out of fear, out of pain, out of anger and confusion. Forgive me. Stay in your heart. Remain tender and connected with your wholeness as you merely witness with mindfulness whatever arises in you. Now, imagine someone who has harmed you, someone who has betrayed you, someone who has abandoned or abused you. Bring to mind anyone you haven't been able to forgive. Anyone whose presence still weighs down your heart. And allow yourself to really feel the pain, the deep hurt or fear that still lives in you. Open to that vulnerability. Really feel it in your heart. Feel it in your whole body. And now, see if you can open attention, open your perspective to your wholeness, and see how this person's behavior was driven out of prior conditions, how it too was driven out of fear. This person must have also experienced tremendous pain, abuse, or neglect. Remember to stay in your heart, to remain tender and connected with your wholeness as you really feel into this pain. Remember, this person was once an innocent child. This person didn't pick the family it was born into. It didn't pick its genes or its community or any of the conditions that brought this person's actions to fruition. And when you're ready, address this person by their name and tell them that you forgive what your heart is willing to forgive. Tell them that it's your intention to forgive them, that you're working towards forgiving them. Understand, though, that forgiveness can't be forced. All we can do is create the right conditions for it to arise. We can water and fertilize the soil. We can pour our words and our intentions into our hearts. But forgiveness works on its own time. It'll sprout only when it's ready. It's also important to keep in mind that when we forgive, we aren't condoning what happened. We need to respond like adults to people who don't act out of goodwill. We need to respond with wisdom. We can't just slap the hands of our abusers and then invite them back into our homes. We don't want this kind of harm to happen again, and we'll do what's necessary to protect ourselves and others. But we can do all of this, we can do what's necessary outside of the internal prison of anger and hatred and victimhood. We can still act with a firm hand out of love, out of compassion and understanding. Forgiveness is mostly for ourselves. It's a way of releasing our own hearts, purifying them, opening space for ourselves. Okay, in the last minute of the session, just remain in your heart space, completely open and free of attachment. Well, thank you for practicing. I'll see you back here tomorrow.